Beer and Thursday. What does that mean?
That we're not drinking wine?
True, but that's not what I meant.
Hmm. I don't know what you mean. I don't understand you.
It is time to watch another one of your underwater films. Coming up. Hey there, underwater filmmakers. Welcome back to another episode of reviewing your underwater films. Here today, again, surprisingly with me in the studio is Sebastian. After
Yeah.
his great performances in the last couple of weeks. I was trying to lock the door, but he found a way into the studio
Sure.
and
Crawled in.
managed to find his spot here again for today's episode. Sebastian, what video are we watching today?
We are going to watch a video submitted by Ahmad Naif from Malaysia. And
Excellent.
actually, he didn't send us any more information about the video. So I would say let's jump right into it and have a look at it.
And talk about it after that.
Sure, as
Like
always.
always. Ooh, cinema bars. All right. Thank you so much, Ahmad, for submitting the film and letting us review it within this series here. Nice um, little collection that you've put together of clips that you apparently collected on a wreck in Kapalai, I think it was, if I remember correctly from the title of the video. Um, do you want to start or should I?
Well, I started last time. You may.
Okay, thank you. Um, there's a couple of things that I would like to talk about regarding this video. Um, let's start right at the beginning, at the very first shot. I really enjoyed how you were introducing the cinema bars and how you were just showing first the regular 16:9 framing and then the cinema bars came in. And I did like that. That's nice. There was also some sound effects on that very first clip. Either that, or you just kept the original audio in there, which I would probably say it was the original audio that was still in there, but it was only on the first clip, and on I think on all of the other clips there wasn't any audio other than the music. Um, and that was a bit disturbing to me, to be quite honest. If you have the original audio in there, um, well, no, don't have it in there. Take it out and do a proper sound design and just lay the breathing noises and all that stuff. Put that on there in post production. It's just gonna make it much nicer. Than having, these clipped off noises in between the different clips. So that's something that I would pay attention to in your next edit. There was some issues with your white balance as well, I figured, because sometimes it looked like, especially when you had something come close to the camera, like a diver or something, their skin looked really
Yeah.
red, and it did actually seem like you were filming this on a GoPro, but then a GoPro, if you had it on auto white balance, would have adjusted the white balance once the diver came into the frame. So maybe you had it on a preset color temperature, set to the color temperature of your light or something, and it just didn't really work too well together between wide angle shots and shots where you had stuff that was inside the range of your light. So be a little careful there. Try to either keep it on auto white balance. GoPros regularly do quite well with
I
auto
do, yeah.
white balance, or be more careful what specific color temperature you choose for your white balance there. Um, at two occasions, I think there was some interesting camera tilting happening. And at first I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. There's like a little twist in the camera and stuff. But then in the first occasion you kept the camera tilted for quite a while and had it for like I don't know, 10, 15, 20 seconds. It was tilted to the side and we were watching the divers come through a door at a 90-degree angle, which honestly speaking, I couldn't really make sense of why you were doing this. Were you trying to capture as much of the doorway where the divers were going through? Didn't really, I didn't understand it, to be quite honest, why you were doing this motion around there, and I personally didn't like it too much.
Well, I thought at the beginning, if it's not that long, it was like a nice technique. The second time he used it, it
Yeah.
was like if it's that short, I think it was like okay, it's nice. It's just like otherwise it would be always the same, a narrow alley from the rack and then just one tilt. But it's like as you said, it was way too long and it was like it started getting weird and it's
Mhm.
like okay, why and what is happening?
I
So
was
if it
expecting something
yeah,
to happen there, or this to happen for a reason, but I couldn't really find the reason behind that.
but it's
Um,
I think it's good to try out new things
yeah,
and
absolutely.
see
Maybe
if it's
maybe I'm
working.
also wrong, and if there was a specific reason why you did this, please put it down in the comment section, Ahmad, so that we can clarify on this. Um, Yeah, and then I've got one more thing, and this is actually a good thing. The ending, I really enjoyed that. I think that the ending shot was very nicely chosen, where you had the divers come up on the rope, and then you had the silhouetted boat underneath and the bubbles going up to the surface. It probably wasn't the best executed shot that you could possibly get, but I did think that it was a nice ending shot from the thought process that you were putting into it.
I agree, but
To
for
not
me,
to disagree.
to agree to disagree. But for me, the you could have got the music and the picture a little more fade, because it was like coming to an end and then music off, picture off. It was like for me personally, it was too abrupt. It's like and done, and it was not like the scene was not made for
Mm,
just my personal take was
mm,
not made for it. Okay, so in that case, I like the shot and the how it we process to the end.
mhm.
But I think like a little fade to black and a fade out of the music would have helped. There
Sure, I agree. But I still
and
think that the choice of
yeah,
shot, that was a nice one to end the video that way. And yes, we can argue on having to do the
Of course we
fade
argue.
out and on the music and on the image as well. Right. So what have you got?
Well, I agree on the white balance. You said it already. What I was missing is some more parts of the wreck. So like I think almost every shot with a diver in it and just following the diver. And it would have been nice to see, I don't know, some shots without the divers about the wreck to see more of the wreck. I think it started very nice with that fixed shot where the fish was coming from the right side, stuff like that. Just more like sometimes we say, guys, get more divers involved in your footage, and that way I was like, I was missing a little bit more footage about the wreck.
About the wreck. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I
And
agree.
I'm not sure if that is possible. It's always hard to judge if you never
Mm,
have been at the wreck. But it was missing as well the wreck from the outside. So we just know the name of the wreck,
mm.
and that's it.
Yeah.
So like either information or like a wide angle shot from the outside. Maybe on the way up, um, go with the camera back and show a little bit more of the
Mm-hmm.
wreck to get a perspective of it. Was was missing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I
That's
wrote
all
down.
you've
Yeah,
got?
yeah. That's all I've
Really?
got.
As you were talking about seeing too many divers and not enough footage of the wreck, I also remembered that I think we didn't really see much wildlife on that in that video either. It was
One
mostly,
fish, I guess.
yeah, I guess the first one, right? And then it was mostly divers. Yeah, so maybe, I don't know, maybe there wasn't much more wildlife around that you could capture. But if there was, I would try to get at least a little bit of the wildlife and the scenery around there. I agree with
Yeah, just
Sebastian
some variety
on
of
that one.
shots.
Yeah, of course, of course. And also then it goes into storytelling. There wasn't really a lot of storytelling involved in this video other than a bunch of people diving through a wreck. And you did the ending, as I said, that was well executed for me in terms of your thought process and picking the shot. Maybe you should have gotten something like this at the beginning as well, where we go back to what you said before, trying to get a shot of the entire wreck before you go inside the wreck, and maybe even show the actual action of going inside the wreck from the outside. Could have given this a little more. And then you mentioned that before as well, giving some extra information on which parts of the wreck we were seeing and where you were swimming through. Could have added just a little bit more, texture to the whole thing, and would have made it a little more complete, also in the way of a storyline that you would give us with this video.
I'm totally surprised you were agreeing on so many points with me.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
exactly.
I'm
I cannot
surprised.
handle
I'm
that.
surprised too. Okay, so we won't push you any further today, and we'll call it a day for now. Thank you, Ahmad, very much again for
Thank you. Yeah.
submitting your film. It was a pleasure reviewing it here within this series. As always, we're going to be placing the link to your video as well as to Ahmad's YouTube channel down in the video description below. So feel free, guys, to hop over to his YouTube channel, check out his other content, leave a like, a subscription, a comment. And the same goes actually for this video and our channel here as well. If you've enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it, if you found it useful, beneficial, thumbs up, subscribe so you're not missing out on any future content that will be uploaded here twice a week. That's about it. Anything else?
Is it?
What have I missed?
No, if you keep talking, maybe you catch
Oh,
up.
I can keep talking for hours. There's always gonna come something else out of my mouth, but we have to bring this video to an end someday.
So guys, and if you want us to review your video on our Thursday sessions, feel free to send us your video to contact@matthiaslebo.com and be so kind and include some information.
Good point.
What kind of camera you use, what kind of light, I don't know, the location, if you were there with mermaids, something like that. Just information would be useful to us.
If you were diving with mermaids, I don't want to see it. Just don't show it to me. I'm just gonna get so jealous. So please do not send in that video. but any other ones, please do so. And please don't send the video, but just a link to the uploaded video somewhere on a platform so we can watch it that way. As always, we have a ton of submissions still, so we'll work through them one by one. And there is a good way how you can make sure that your submission gets viewed quicker and prioritized by becoming a member of the channel here. And that way we'll be prioritizing your submission and watch it and review it right away here on the channel. Cool.
That's
So
it.
I guess it's beer time now.
It's beer time now, yeah.
Beer time now. So grab another beer, guys, if you haven't yet. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy capturing your amazing underwater adventures, and we're looking forward to seeing you again
Next Thursday.
next Thursday. See you then, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.